Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Lower Manhattan. We're actually to the side of the Southern District of New York courthouse, which we cover, but it's the street down which, apparently, Donald Trump will travel for the closing arguments in the New York Attorney General's case against him. He's not being allowed to speak, and in fact, there's reports this morning of a bomb threat reported at the house of Judge Engoron. I don't know. It's all coming together here. But in the news that we covered in SDNY yesterday, Senator Bob Goldbar Menendez, as we now call him, having seen the photos of the golden bars received, bribes from Egypt and Qatar alleged, he's made a motion to dismiss. Speech and debate clause. He says apparently it's part of his job to, these gold bars are protected by privilege. But beyond that, here's the problem from our point of view. His memo of law, Bob Menendez's that is, has significant redactions. It says, like, they ignore the exculpatory evidence that, redacted, 5 lines. So, and this is a vlog exclusive. We've put in a letter, initially gently writing to Chambers to seek to unseal not only the redactions of the memos, but also the other sealed documents placed in vaults. Now we'll see whether that is placed on, whether the letter is put on the dock and they have to respond to it. If not, we'll move it up a notch, as we did in the front of the same judge, the Jen Shaw case. In fact, we've made a statement that Bob Menendez may be almost as interesting and probably more important than the Jen Shaw case. Now, in other news, yesterday in SDNY, former Honduran president, narco suspect and defendant, detained in the MDC in Brooklyn, Mr. Juan Orlando Hernandez, JOH, has asked for a 7-week delay of his trial, which is set to begin in February. He says he has no more money to pay his cleared counsel, and he needs time to review the discovery. Judge Castell has been pretty harsh about not moving the trial date, but he's made a pretty strong pitch, and because it's a case that involves SIPA, Classified Information Procedures Act information, if he doesn't pay the cleared counsel, he's pretty much between a rock and a hard place, because his other lawyer is not allowed to see a lot of this information. Meanwhile, and we'll name check it again, the United Nations, totally corrupt and irrelevant. Well, Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General, who's had Inner City Press banned ever since we asked about his finances, he was a good friend of Juan Orlando Hernandez. He palled around with him, and in fact, he sent, after Orlando Hernandez apparently stole his second election, Guterres sent a panel down not to investigate, but to cover it up, because that's what they do. Okay, but we have applied again and again to re-enter the UN. We've had a pro bono law firm write to Melissa Fleming, and we hope to have more on that soon. InnerCityPress.com.